the AMC things that they have done, with all these ads. They show 30 minutes of ads beforehand, and I don't know if you noticed that. Do you usually go to Regal or do you go to AMC?
AMC. But I went to a different theater for Fantastic Four, and I thought I had 30 minutes of commercials.
Yeah.
So I got food.
Okay.
And Harry's like, "We're 5 minutes in." And I was like, "Why
Oh,
didn't you
no.
tell me? I thought I had 30 minutes."
Oh, so that maybe. And when did you see it?
Like not this one, but the last weekend, I think.
Okay, because I wonder if they started doing this, like how recent it was. But people, I mean, all I saw people bitching and moaning, rightfully so, about the fact that these ads on AMC were just so long and tedious and bullshit. So after several major studios expressed their dissatisfaction, major studios did it too, with AMC Theaters' decision to lengthen their pre-shows from 20 to 30 minutes, the exhibitor appears to be pulling back. Deadline reports the company is working to shorten its pre-show, with the reduction aiming to be done by year's end. In June, AMC announced a deal with National Cinemedia Inc. to run spots during each movie's pre-show and reduce the number of cinema trailers. Regal and Cinemark are already participating in a pact with National Cinemedia. In addition, AMC was posting a notice on its ticket buying portal advising filmmakers to please allow 25 to 30 extra minutes for trailers and additional content before the movie starts, which strongly indicates to people that they shouldn't show up before that point. Studio execs were understandably unhappy, especially as studios found only 80% of their audience were in their seats to watch trailers at a point just 4 minutes before a movie began and over 20 minutes past the advertised start time. Studies indicate film trailers are liked by general audiences so long as there aren't too many of them, with around 10 minutes of trailers seen as the sweet spot. Yeah, I mean, look, trailers are always fun. If you're not paying attention, it's funny because I was watching a Hot Mic, and I really do enjoy Jeff and John's banter. I think it's one of the most entertaining shows on the internet. I really do. So I was watching their back and forth, and as I will on Mondays when John's on, I disagree with a lot of his takes. And Jeff said to him, like, look, there's a lot of, because John was saying something along the lines how maybe the behind the scenes drama of certain movies might deter audiences from seeing it, to which Jeff replied, I think you don't understand how a lot of people aren't really paying attention. Normal, people who aren't paying attention to this space have no idea about the behind the scenes drama. It's just not a thing. And John's like, I don't know. I look at Instagram, and when I see Instagram, all these things are popping up, and I'm like, and in my head, I'm going, that's because that's your algorithm. That's what you're looking at all the time. So of course it keeps popping up into your feed because you're in the space in the same way that it does for me. Things pop up, like I have old school WWF wrestling that pops up. Does that pop up into your algorithm, Steph?
No,
it does not. And so in the same way that if my Uncle Paul is going through his algorithm, it ain't popping up in there. He ain't seeing behind the scenes drama and all that other stuff. It's not in there. So what then the reason I bring that up that's the same thing when it comes to trailers. You're like, well, why do they need to see trailers? They saw it on the internet when it came out. All these millions of people watched it. It's like, yeah, but you forget how big the world is, right? It's like there are tons of people that know certain trailers and all these things didn't come out. So it is an event for people, and it always has been. When you're sitting in the theater and trailers come, oh, what's next? That's good. And even for the people who saw it on the internet, you want to see it on the big screen, right? Some of these things. But after a while, if there's too many of them, you can feel the energy in the theater go, let's go. Like, let's go play the movie. And I think that they said a 10-minute spot is the sweet spot, but they're trying to by running those 30 minutes beforehand. I think what they do at that point is, I mean, if you're going to do 30 minutes, if your start time is 3:00 for the movie, you start running the ads and everything else at 2:30. The other day someone asked me, how do you still eat well if you're really busy and you don't have the time? Yeah, I'm telling you, you got a busy schedule. You got all the summer plans going on. What do you have at best? A couple minutes? Factor really has helped me eat smarter. It's got the tasty chef prep meals. They're dietitian approved, delivered right to my door. And now the best part is they have more than like 65 weekly meals. It's made for how I live right now, what I like to eat. I've gotten more ways to get fit with a real meal wherever the day takes me, and they really zone it to what your preferences are. There's more variety, there's more meals. You can choose for a wider selection of weekly meal options, including premium seafood choices, salmon, shrimp. Salmon's delicious at no extra cost. Shrimp's great too, by the way. I just love the salmon. You can savor global flavors. So for the first time, that you can try the Asian-inspired meals with bold flavors influenced by China, Thailand, and more. From more choices to better nutrition, that's why 97% of customers say that Factor helped them live a healthier life. You can feel the difference no matter your routine. I've been doing it. You should do it too. I'm telling you, I love Factor. I've talked about it the other day. Someone asked me about it. I was raving about it. We didn't even have a spot on the show. And I was talking about how much I love Factor. So you can eat smart at factormeals.com/Christian50off, but use that code Christian50off. Get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That is the code Christian50off at factormeals.com for 50% off plus free shipping. Get delicious, ready to eat meals delivered with Factor.
Yeah.
Because if my start time's at 3:00 and then let's say or 2:40, you start playing the ads and everything else at 2:40 when it starts, and then 2:40, 3:00 comes, then you show 10 minutes of trailers, and then my movie starts at 3:10. I'm okay with that. What do you make of AMC going, oops, looks like we screwed up by doing 30 minutes?
Yeah, well, I guess it's confusing because depending what theater you go to, there's going to be a different situation. And so sometimes I'll plan to just go late because I don't like trailers. Harry does. But so we'll try to like hit a happy medium where we're only seeing about 10 minutes of trailers. But then some theaters it's less. So then you like are late to the movie. So I wish there was like a cohesive plan. But yeah, 30 minutes is crazy because now movies are basically a minimum 2 hours. So now you're talking about 2 hours, 30 minutes plus of someone's time. And that's tough, especially for people with like kids and they have a babysitter at home. It's like, how much time do they need to account for? I think they should just have like a solid amount of time and just leave it there, let people know so they know what time to arrive and what time
Right.
they're done with the movie. But yeah, 30 minutes is crazy. It's crazy unless the movie start time is 30 minutes later and you guys are just like you said,
Right.
you start it early.
Right. If you're doing that, then I don't care, because they do that sometimes with like just ads in general. They have like the ads and it's playing beforehand. Fine. It's if I'm walking in the theater and these things are already playing, I don't. Okay, fine. That's just commercials beforehand. It's the idea that I'm paying for a ticket at 2:00 or 7:00 at night, and let's say it's a 2.5 hour movie, and so I think that the movie starts at 7. It doesn't start until 7:30 because of your stupid ads. And the trailers, and then I'm not out of there until 10:00 at night, or it's like, what?
Right.
No, thank you. I don't want to do that. Like I have things planned out, because that's depending on where the movie theater is from your house too. It's like that's like your whole night is just kind of done. And
Right. And depending if you have other reservations, like dinner reservations, you're like planning everything around that.
yeah, exactly, especially like, and you have to find the right time to do it. So I get it. Look, the theater business they're scrambling to try to figure out ways to trying to fight off the Netflixes and trying to fight off the streaming and get people into the theater and get their products out there and get money from advertisers so they can keep their stuff going. I mean, I understand, but you can't piss off the consumer.
Yeah.
You just can't, because if that's just not how you do it. It's like, oh, I want people to actually see it. I want them to see it, so we're going to force them to watch it, and we'll give them a little warning. Hey, half an hour beforehand. You just no, you can't do that. So we'll see what happens. Pissing the audience off is not a good way to do it. And
Right.
and another reason why I can see why the studios would get pissed off, besides them like missing trailers and things of that nature. If you go in, let's say, Steph, let's say that you get there, oh, I want to get there on time, and you get there at 7:00, and your movie doesn't start till 7:30, and you're like, what is going on? I'm pissed. And then you're going to see The Naked Gun, and you're going into The Naked Gun already pissed off, and now it's got to win you over now, as opposed to when you sit down, you're like, oh, I'm in a good mood. Oh, let's go, and like, then it's got to win you back. It's like
Totally.
It shouldn't be the movie's fault, movie's job to win you back. It should be their job in the beginning to hook you in, but not to win you back. It's not, they didn't do anything wrong, but
Yeah.
you got to watch Sprite for a half an hour.
No, people wanna watch, like, 3 trailers max,
That's it.
really.
Yeah, it's like 10 minutes. I think that was right. I think 10 minutes is a sweet spot, even if it was like 4. But if you hit like 10 minutes of trailers,
Right.
okay, that's fine.
Yeah, because I think it's good to give people a cushion because there is, like, park especially in LA, there's parking and dealing with that and traffic depending what time you're going. Like, that 10 minutes is kind of, like, nice sometimes, especially
Yeah.
if you do have kids or something like that you're figuring out, or you're just like me and you're notoriously running a few minutes behind. I'm like, "Oh, okay, 10 I have a 10-minute, that's fine."
Right.
But 30 minutes is actually crazy when you think about it.
It is. Well, it looks like the studios were the ones that get involved because unfortunately, I think if it was just the audience that was saying it, they would have said, "Oh, who cares? Tough. It's how we make our money." But the fact that the studios were getting involved and saying, "Cut this out," they're actually listening. Do you guys care? Do you not care? Do you think that the 30 minutes was people just who cares or did show up half an hour later? What are you complaining about, or is this legit a good thing to complain about? Put your thoughts in there. Let us know whether it is in the comment section while we're watching live. If it's on the Clips channel, make sure you're definitely paying attention to the Clips channel, please. Just Kristian Harloff Clips. You can catch the whole show just clipped out if you don't have time to watch it. Spotify, Apple Podcasts, we're everywhere.